Hello! Oh, my voice sounds terrible. Karaoke staff party the other night, so... Yep, this is what you're getting. Why am I doing this anyways? Because I have to stay around the apartment today because my parents are getting their old mattress picked up and a new one delivered. I have the day off, so it's my job to wait for the delivery dude. Well, day off. I have an evening shift, but that means most of the day off. So what am I doing? I'm going to work on a project that I have been thinking about for quite a while. I'm going to make myself a book vault. Yeah, one of those books that, like, you open it and then there's a secret thingy inside. I'm sort of curious if it's going to work out. It's a lot like my shoes. I'm just trying some art projects that I've wanted to do for a really long time. And it worked out really well because on another day off, I went shopping and I found this hardback version of Moby Dick at a local used bookstore. And it only cost me $15. So, I thought, yeah, of course I'm gonna cut this into pieces. This is my last resort. No. It's been a wild ride. You are going to have some distance from it by the time this video comes out, but I am experiencing the wild ride as it is happening. So, my focus today is going to be working on getting this all glued. I am really interested because I really like the look of this book. I've had some issues with Moby Dick. I recognize that it's like a classical tale, but a lot of people know the tale not from having read the book, so they don't realize that most of this book is not about that exciting hunt for the white whale, but things like how hunting sperm whales works, and the food you get from whales, and how whale oil can be used in lamps. It's an interesting book. I understand why it's a classic. I do have another version of this book that I'm not turning into a book vault, so please don't hate me. I picked this one up. Again, like I said, I like the cover, I like the picture, how simple it is, I like the colors. I actually kind of like, if you look carefully, there is a little, like, divot mark on it, so it looks like it's just this quiet little mistake on the book, the little damage, but I like the look of it, including that mark. So I think this is going to be fantastic. I've selected where I want to leave the book open to. I might add a few more pages just so there's the extra protection, so I'd probably start here at where they just apparently just put extracts in, so you don't even have to read the full book to just quote it. Yeah, so I'll probably leave this nice cover piece and the contents before I physically get to where the hole is actually going to go. So I'm excited. Like I said, project today, getting everything glued together. Let's go do this. I'm excited. Okay, I got my setup. I have started on the instructions. I am getting this from the website The Art of Manliness because I am a terribly manly man of manliness. So, you've been advised to put plastic bags around the covers, including the first couple of pages, because it's a secret vault, so you want to have a few pages on top. So I've done that with the front cover. I'm going to do that with the back cover now. It's not exactly pretty, but it works. And then and there we go. And that's just to make sure we don't get glue all over our covers. Okay. We're gonna see how this goes. And they say use puzzle glue. They're showing Mod Podge there. So, sealer, glue, and finish. So, we're gonna go ahead. And the way I'm doing it is just the entire thing all together. rather than do each individual page. So hopefully that works. The website's telling me it should work, so we're gonna act like it's gonna work. And Tiggs knows the camera's out and I'm doing something weird, so she is out here to figure out what's going on. I understand the use of the plastic bags right now. I am already just coating these bags and Mod Podge along with the book itself. So basically all they say is like, absolutely coat the sides with Mod Podge glue. You can use regular glue as well. Just keep in mind when doing so that they actually recommend you water it down, but not too much. And I hate dealing with watered down glue. I did it for the high heels that I did, and I severely regretted it. I really should have just stuck to using the Mod Podge. So just going all the way around the edges of the book. I'm laying it on thick. They also recommend, like, when you do a book vault like this, make sure it is a hardback, hardcover. From the reading I've done, you can do like a soft cover, a paperback, but it's harder to do, which is why I went out and got my own book instead. And make sure it is a book that would totally be something that you would have on your shelves. Because if you're just like a super young adult reader only, and then you have a random book of Italian poetry or something, you want to be eclectic to have something like that. And I know someone has a book vault that is Italian poetry that we know, Rach. I'm just trying to remember who that is. Is it you? I think you have a diary that's Italian, that claims to be Italian poetry. But that's precisely it. You and I were more eclectic readers. So, Moby Dick, like I said, I actually have a copy of this book for reading. So having this copy on my shelf fits right in. I literally bought a book of Dostoevsky, who is a Russian novelist whose books are just absolutely massive and translated into English are a little hard to read. And I just did that for fun. I don't have a class. I read him for a class at one point, and I was like, I kind of enjoyed that novel. And I just saw another one, and I was like, I've heard a lot about this novel. I'm gonna read it. So, I'm eclectic enough to have a hardcover copy of Moby Dick just hanging on my shelves. But man, was it awkward to like go in, because I was looking for a hardbacked book with the recognition I was going to turn it into something else. And the website, the Art of Manliness, actually says this, like, for those of you who are upset that I'm destroying a book, I'm not destroying it, I am turning it into something else and using it in a different way. Some people aren't going to be happy with that answer, but it is the one I'm also sticking with. And here we go. I gotta get some weight on this, so I'm gonna go and find some books. I've just grabbed a bunch of my bigger, heavier books at random. There we go. And to be safe with those books on it now, I'm going to go ahead and add a little more Mod Podge. The other thing you can do if you happen to have a vise is you can put it in a vise. I do not have a vise, so my big books are going to have to do. I got big books and I cannot lie. Oh, but I can spill Mod Podge on my dress. Excellent. I've got paint on this dress. It's kind of a lounge dress anyways. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and put another layer of Mod Podge, just with the weight on it and on top, just in case. And then we're going to leave this, and I'm also off tomorrow, though I have a dentist appointment. So maybe I will continue then. If not, I will continue at some point. Okay, so. Tack. It's all stuck together. This is awesome. Okay. Now is the hard part. Trying to carve it out. First things first, I'm going to grab something. Clip. Perfect. Now, to trace out where I'm going to do this. This is what my dad handed me. Hey Fix, how you doing? Almost there. Okay. There we go. Of course, it's like a perfect box right around all the writing. But I guess that's kind of the point. This is the scary part, and also why I have quieter today. 2 eggs. I hate when I talk to the camera. Because both my parents are here. In case something goes wrong with this. This is a dangerous part. Now my mother's suggestion is start in the middle and work your way out. Also because I have no idea how this is going to go. This is kind of scary. Excellent. I got page number 1 out. Okay, so current update. I am as deep as I think I would like this to go. It's physically deeper than my hand, which is nice. But I'm working on this problem of the corners, because the corners have sort of wedged up and they're not looking very nice. So I've got a new blade in my box cutter, and we're going to see if we can't neaten these up. And then the plan after that is to grab some more Mod Podge glue and basically paint the inside, because the outside's all stuck together with that Mod Podge, right? But the inside is not, and I think that's also going to just help keep it from shredding once I get it down to like where I want it to sit. So you could see just the type of shredding that could happen. I mean, I'm doing that on purpose right now, but once I've got the corners a little neater, I'm gonna Mod Podge it and we're gonna finish up. So I'm gonna put you back on my stand, play some videos, do some work. Yeah, because it's really not looking so nice here, so I'm just gonna Mod Podge everything. And bam! Man, I need to clean this place out so badly. Ah, that is not a neat project to do. Well, it's very cool. It is very neat in that sense. But it's not, it's messy. It's messy is what I'm trying to say. So definitely a project you're going to want to have a cleanup plan for. I'm partially saved by having put this down, but I understand I'm gonna have to get a vacuum cleaner involved. But I can do that. That's easy enough to do. So here is my book vault. Moby Dick looking relatively normal from the outside, but then you flip it open. First couple of pages, everything seems normal. Hey, look at that. You can even check. Oh, what the hell? Yeah. So, not the neatest on the inside, but it is my first project. And in order to make sure it wasn't shredding anymore, I did go ahead and put that glue around the inside as well. The same glue that's around the outside. So we get to etymology. And then I've got space. I have no idea what I'm putting in this space, but I'm kind of proud of how the project went. Like, I really like how the book looks relatively normal from the outside. I mean, if you look closely and once you get your hands physically on it, you can tell something's different when it comes to the pages. But if it's just sitting on my shelf, I don't think anyone's gonna realize anything different here, which I'm super excited for. Don't have anything fancy to hide in it, but I like that it's worked out. So, yeah, nothing much more to say on that one. It was a harder project to do physically, just trying to dig things out. The look on the inside isn't the nicest, but I'm pretty proud of myself for having actually just made it and did it fully myself. Like, my dad found the blade for me, but I chopped everything, glued everything, and bought the book that people don't realize I had chopped up into bits. Now, I'm quite happy with it. Now it's just a question of figuring out something to hide in it. Let's do it. I think these could work. Ah, Slayer! Praise the sun! You're okay. It's going to be safer for you just around me if you're all there. Boop. And then we stick it on the bookshelf. And nobody notices a thing. Yeah, I've literally got so many books now that there's just a back row starting to form. I might have a slight book problem. It's not that I own too many books, I just don't own enough bookshelves. That's the problem I'm claiming. I'm gonna stick to it. So, there we go. My new book vault. All finished. Now I gotta go clean up.